So this is a retort pasteuriser. So retort is like another step up from tunnel pasteurisation, and it sits between tunnel pasteurisation and ultra high temperature, or what we commonly know as UHT. The reason that we need a retort pasteuriser is so that we can advance our coffee and tea products into things that have both alternative dairy products but also dairy products. When you're talking about a oat milk latte or an iced latte or a matcha, where we want to take the concentrated ingredients that we do all the time, like your coffees and teas, and we turn it into a ready to drink product, but with a dairy or an alternative dairy as part of that process, or part of the finished product. To do that, you need higher temperature pasteurisation than what we've got. However, in the scheme of things, we're already at the maximum temperature that we can run in a tunnel pasteuriser, like we've been doing for a fair few years. To go any higher than that, in standard atmosphere, the cans will all just explode. They can't handle the pressure. And so why this thing looks like a bit of a torpedo or a torpedo chute is because once we put all the cans that are filled with the product in the retort, we then seal it up, and we actually can control the pressure inside as well as the temperature and the time. And so we can increase the pressure inside the chamber, which then means that the cans won't explode. Pretty simple. Or you decrease the pressure. That's why they cost so much money. They're basically a pressurized vessel. So the welds on them are unbelievable. The control mechanisms and the safety mechanisms around them are second to none. We also wanted one that was controllable, or the energy source was either electricity or steam, and this allows us to use both, or a combination thereof. So we've paid top dollar to get it. It's from the best manufacturer of pasteurisers in the world, Steritech out of France. And this is, believe it or not, this is the second smallest that they produce. There's one that's a bit smaller. Let's open it up and see what this little baby looks like inside. It's going to basically just be a big hole with a bit of a railway track along the bottom. And there's what we're looking at. First time that I've opened it, but we've got sprays on the top, we've got sprays on the side, we've got the roller bed going through, which our cages go into, and this is also then for water coming in and for steam and power to boil through the water content. It fills up to about a third, I believe, of water, and then that's recycled through the sprays as the pressure builds. Yeah, these are the cages. So 2 cages can go in at a time, back to back. There's 6 here, and we've done that so that we can be loading 2 cages. We can have 2 cages in the retort and 2 cages that we've just taken out of the retort, so that we can continually be running the retort, because the process or the timing on this will vary a little bit, but it's around about an hour, which is about the same time that it's going to take our canning line to fill 2 baskets. So we've sized it compared to our current capacity. And they all sit on these amazing rollers, or in these trolleys, and the trolleys line directly up. So it all has to be very flat where we're loading and unloading, because the trolley will line up directly to this point, and then that point you just push the cages in. Hence they're on the roller sticks. So each cage needs its own trolley. And then after that, it'll go off to another conveyor line that we'll set up, which will be able to put a label on the can just as normal. So standard printed cans will go through it. I don't know about the digital cans. The digital printed cans, they may or may not. We'll have to do some testing on that before we say yes or no. So yeah, still a fair bit to learn. We still have to learn how to operate it. But before we do that, I've got some capital work that I have to do on the shed to be able to get it in. So that's the next sort of month or so is getting the shed ready, getting this into the shed, and then we'll start testing it. Exciting.